Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel on this fantastic Colorado weekend. Today I'm going to show you how to make green bean casserole. It is not just for the holidays. Let's get to it. So green bean casserole is an absolute favorite of mine. We're going to have lunch today with our friends and one of them absolutely loves green beans. So I figured, you know what, let me do something special and do a green bean casserole. So the first step to this is getting your green beans cleaned and cut. And I've already have them, I've already cleaned them up and they're ready to go into the boiling water. I've got the water at a boil. It's about 1 pound of green beans and let's put them into boiling water. It's gonna boil for about 8 minutes. We'll take them out. We'll put them in an ice bath to shock the green beans to stop the cook. And we'll let that sit in an ice bath approximately 5-6 minutes, then we'll take them out, set them to the side. And during that time period, we'll go ahead and get the mushrooms started. So the water is boiling. Let's go ahead and put in 1 pound of green beans. And we'll let that sit for about 8 minutes while it boils until they're cooked, but not overcooked. Okay, so we have about 8 minutes. Let's shut this down and stop the cooking and put these in an ice bath. Point of this is we want these to stop cooking right now. That way we have some nice crunch to them later. There we go. So we'll let them sit in this ice bath for about 5 minutes and then we'll remove them. Okay, so now it is time to get the mushrooms cooking. We're gonna put 5 tablespoons of butter in a hot pan. We're gonna get this melting. This is unsalted butter. Okay, butter is foamy. Let's put in our mushrooms. And we're gonna just stir and cook these mushrooms off until they're nice and brown. So these were 16 ounces of butter mushrooms. You can use any mushroom that you would like. And all we're gonna do here is cook these until the mushrooms have let off all their juices and they turn brown. This is probably gonna take about 10 minutes or so. And then once that's done, we'll go to the next stage of prepping the cream of mushroom sauce. Okay, these are cooking down nicely. We're gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. I'm sorry, 1 teaspoon of pepper. Okay, it's been about 11 or 12 minutes. All the juices have been cooked out. We're gonna add 4 cloves of garlic. Stir this in. You only need to do it about 30 seconds until you get that nice aromatic smell of the garlic. Oh, that smells good. Okay, so aromatics are there. Time for 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. And just stir this in. We want to cook off the flour taste. So we're just going to sift this all in here. And it's going to look very dry, which is fine, because we're adding liquids here in a minute. We're going to add in 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. Stir that. Start bringing this 4 cups of chicken broth. So we're going to bring this up to a simmer before we add 2 cups of buttermilk. Okay, so we are at a simmer. I've made sure to scrape up all the bits and pieces off the bottom as well. Now it's time to add 2 cups of buttermilk. And we're going to bring it back to a simmer once more with the buttermilk added. So now that the buttermilk is added, we're going to bring it up to simmer, and then we are going to simmer it probably about 12 or 15 minutes. We want this to thicken up even more. Okay, so this has reduced enough. We're going to take it, turn off the heat, give it a stir. And a little secret here, I added about 2 tablespoons of honey. Kind of balance out that vinegar that's in there. So remove from heat. We're going to stir in the green beans now. And I am cheating. I'm using the crispy fried onions from French's. You can make these yourself. However, you could also use cream of mushroom soup yourself, but as you saw, we just made cream of mushroom. We're going to add about half of these inside. About like that, and the remainder will be to top it with. So all that's left to do is to top this casserole with these onions right here and go ahead and put it in the oven and bake it. And that was it. So what has to happen now is we put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. Go ahead and let it bake, and it's ready to serve after that. Very easy recipe. You could make some shortcuts by using cream of mushroom soup, and definitely using the box of the crispy onions instead of making it yourself. But that's not what this is all about. This is about making it homemade. And I hope that you appreciate this. And if you try this recipe out, let me know. Leave it in the comments, because I promise I'll get back to you. With that said, to everybody out there, we love y'all. Peace.